I'm Julia Marsh, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Sway. We're a materials company based out of the Bay Area in California, and we use seaweed to create compostable replacements for packaging. The USDA offers a range of really valuable resources to companies developing biopolymers. Sway benefited from partnership with the USDA by gaining access to critical analytical equipment, testing resources, insights from PhDs and scientists on staff, as well as really expensive equipment that otherwise a materials company without any funding really wouldn't be able to experiment with. When Sway was first getting started, our partnership with the USDA allowed us to commercialize and launch our first product, which we call First Wave. This is a material made from seaweed that's produced via solution casting, which is a process that's not dissimilar from how a lot of food products are made, like a fruit roll-up. And it just so happens that the USDA has that equipment in-house. So when we were getting started, not only did we want to figure out how we could scale our formulations to work on larger scale equipment, but we also wanted to test that they actually composted. So First Wave, this material we launched, was incepted, developed, scaled up, and then tested for its biodegradability all within the USDA prior to launch. The USDA has a vested interest in helping to validate risky technologies, novel technologies that come from places like seaweed or other kind of novel sources. And this is something that the traditional, venture capital universe would be hesitant to invest in. You need more than a prototype to get VC dollars. So I would say something that was especially valuable coming out of our partnership with USDA was getting over that threshold, their willingness to embrace risk because they specialize in novelty. Their interest in biopolymers and specifically seaweed was really grounding and ultimately was what enabled us to raise venture capital. I think research and testing of novel compostable materials is critical to the whole value chain because these materials need to exist in the real world, and you have to anticipate as much as possible before these products are scaled how they'll perform in the real world. We don't want to run into unexpected negative consequences by creating new materials. The more we can learn in the lab and validate before the product gets out into the world, the better. What keeps me going in this space, which is incredibly challenging, is that there are so many solutions for plastics and for the greater challenges that we're confronted with in a changing climate. And nature is diverse, the solutions should be diverse as well. We're just one piece in a larger ecosystem. And there is an appetite, there's a hunger for these solutions right now. So I feel so motivated knowing we're not alone. And if we're successful, our success means a lot of good things for the ocean, for people, and for the soil. When I meet startups that are maybe just a couple years behind us, we haven't been around that long, but as I meet entrepreneurs who are eager to get into the materials innovation space, I always urge them not to operate in isolation because it's so easy to make assumptions about the way that the supply chain works or the way that people will receive this material or the way that it'll scale up or the way it needs to be, performing. So the more you can embed collaboration from the beginning into your process, the more likely you are to succeed. And the USDA was a great example of a partner who helped us test for the real world. But there are so many from our ocean partners to our plastic research partners to our consumer brand partners to the compost bodies that we've worked with who have helped us, never make an assumption about how the real world actually is.